Hi everyone, so today is going to be a really cool, fun, very quick get ready with me for easy, fun summer days where you don't want to wear a lot of makeup because of the heat, because you want to get out there and have fun with your friends. So I'm recording this very early in the morning. I'm going to drive straight down to the beach area to go visit my sister, and of course I want a very lightweight, very carefree look that requires no touch-ups. I'm not wearing anything besides a lip gloss, and I'll show you a very quick outfit of the day and quickly run through some fun California tips in case you're going to be visiting Disneyland or the beach this summer. You're going to need these. A lot of people dress incorrectly for California and they end up having to buy a ton of clothing when they're here. So I'm going to show you an outfit of the day that will hopefully help you out. So getting up early during the summertime is really tough, but hey, how else are you gonna get to the beach if you live in California? So today's Get Ready With Me is going to be just sort of a very easy sort of day off get ready with me that will involve basically just a very quick face. I'm not obviously not gonna be going in the water yet because it's still March, but basically going down to that vicinity. Now it's very early in the morning, and this particular get-together is actually going to be very early in the morning, so I'm not going to do a full face of makeup. It's very wavy and very thick, so I'm going to carefully run a flat iron through all of my layers. So for those of you who are looking at the camera and you notice there might be a difference in my cut or the color, or if you follow me on Instagram, you already know I recently did my hair again. I added more chunky highlights. I'm going to flat iron my hair, get it, you know, fairly straight. I like to put a little bit of a bend in the front layer. I don't have as many layers now because it is getting a bit longer, and the last thing I want my hair to look like is a outgrown mullet. So now for the bangs, I do like to lower the temperature. I don't like to flat iron with this thing too high because the fringe is a lot more delicate. This is not a coloring comb or a styling comb, really. It's more or less a teasing comb, but I like to go through my hair and then get any product or tight knots out of it. So it's up to you if you want to do a little teasing on the top, but I would just take one section at a time and then bring that comb down to the root and make sure it's sitting smooth on the surface. I'm now taking Gabriel eye primer in the shade Neutral, and we're just going to use this to prime the brows a little bit because we are going through them with a much heavier product, and I want my eyebrows to be virtually waterproof. Here in Southern California, you can't afford to, you know, insure your brows too much because you have like salty air, humidity, California sweating. So I'm going to be taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow Gel. In my opinion, this is one of my favorite ones of this type of product. It's a little heavier than a paint pot. I have used it a ton. I love this stuff. And I think it's also the most inexpensive of its kind as well. A very small little angular brush. And this is the Renewal 760. You could see how this thing's a baby. So we're just going to be going through the brows, and I'm going to start off in the arch. I've never been too one to focus on the tail so much, but I just drag a little bit of the remaining product through. For me, it's all about the front of the brow. I've always enjoyed like a very narrow, thin tail, wispy tail. People like a stronger brow throughout. Now to sort of set the brows up a little bit, I do like to run through them with powder because cream won't really stay on its own. But I'm going to be going in and taking the Illamasqua eyebrow cake in Motto and my Dulling Tools 763. You can see this is a little bit larger than the initial brush that we took. I'm going to go to the place where we started. And then start feathering it in with the front. You do want to underscore the brow or underline the brow so it looks very rich and brings out the eye. Now for the eyes, we're going to be taking Avalon Organics Vitamin C Renewal Revitalizing Eye Cream, and we're just going to liven up the eyes. Now for the skin toner and priming and everything like that, so you have a, you know, a good base going under or working with your actual natural skin. I took the Andalou Naturals Clementine C Plus Illuminating Toner. I'm pretty much that far down. I think I've already had this open for a month or so. And for the skin, I took Andalou Naturals Moisturizer. You probably seen me take this. I've been taking this for like a year or so. I'm going to be taking the Olay Henriksen Perfect Truth CC Cream. This is for all skin types. I already have a backup of something else, but I did really enjoy this and would purchase it again. So I'm going to be stippling this on with the Dom Tools 953. Now that I've allowed a few minutes for the moisturizer to soak in, because it's still somewhat on the surface of my skin, but I hate wearing primer. In the summertime, it's already going to get really hot out here. I'm taking Gabriel eye primer in the shade Neutral again, and we're going to be applying this to neutralize the eyelids so you don't see any heavy redness or deep veining, so the eyes look more awake. Stipple any remaining foundation left over in the brush to just sort of neutralize the eye primer since it is a bit lighter than me, and I'm kind of going for a no makeup look. I'm taking the Inglot Cream Concealer in the shade 21, and this is actually very heavy coverage, so you only really need about that much. So I'm going to go in with this and apply this underneath the eyes. As you can see, I have like a lot of redness or sleep resistance under the eyes, so I'll take the Inglot Under Eye Illuminator. This is the AMC Under Eye Illuminator. It's like a corrective concealer. This one has a very slight yellow peachy tone to it. But if you have a lot of blue veining and severe redness, this may not be enough. I did pull my brows much thicker than I wanted initially. That's what I get for being like, whenever I try to talk through this Anastasia Beverly Hills brow gel, it kind of goes a little wacky. It's a very finicky formula. I'm just going to take my concealer and sort of touch it, or actually this is not a concealer, it's very sheer, which I like because I don't need to completely redo the brow, just kind of touch it up. Alright, so now that the face is basically canvassed on, I'm going to be taking Illamasqua Rude, and it is this absolutely gorgeous, sort of like a melon orange, and we're going to go ahead and apply this just using the tips of my fingers and gently pressing it onto the cheekbone. I'm going to be taking the Illamasqua Gleam Cream in the shade Aurora. It has a slightly brighter highlighter. And I'm also going to be placing this on the center of the eyelid as well. Obsessive Compulsive Cosmetics Pencil in Feathered. Pumpkin and Poppy Setting Powder. And this will just be a very lightweight mineral veil on the face. As well as using it as a setting powder for the eyelids or eyeshadow. I've been meaning to come on here and say something about Tarte because I haven't yet because my computer's been crashing. This is no longer cruelty free. They test on animals now. I looked up coasts, they manufacture now in countries that test on animals. So this product is out of my way. I did get a new mascara. Let me grab that. I needed something else to recommend to you guys. So I'm going to be trying the Josie Maran Give One, Get One Instant Natural Volume Argan Mascara. I've heard mixed reviews about this one, but hopefully it works out for me. Here's the mascara. It's actually really lovely, so I'm kind of excited about it. Doesn't have too much of a stopper in there. This could be a false lash mascara. Such a shame that was actually a good mascara. I did delete my recent review because it was one of my last videos I put up, and I don't want to. I'm not interested in showing anything from Tarte, so. I don't want a lipstick to melt in the California heat, so I'm just going to take a gloss. I'm going to be taking Inglot Sleeks number 35. Really pretty coral. And that completes this sort of natural, fun summer look that requires very little I don't know, time maintenance, all that stuff. So I sincerely hope that you liked it, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay, so first off, you are getting obviously the back side of my film station, and now you obviously know why I need a filter or a backdrop. So I have on an Old Navy sweatshirt. It's just a very bright, warm red. I have this from Disney Parks Couture. It is Snow White. And then I just have on a pair of Arizona jeans and a pair of plaid toms. And now the reason behind the way I've dressed with the wife beater layered on top of the Disney Parks Couture top would be layering. Layering is the key in Southern California. This top is extremely lightweight, cotton knit. It's breathable, so I probably won't need to take it off no matter what. But it is still very chilly this morning, and the beach gets very chilly. So I have on just a very lightweight sweater that still provides some warmth. It's cotton as well. The jeans are cotton with a slight spandex in them. And of course these shoes are cotton as well. Of course, a very lightweight makeup that is crease proof, sweat proof, waterproof. So that is basically how you dress in California. You dress in layers. Don't come to California thinking you do not need a sweater. You're going to be purchasing one, and definitely just to keep in mind, it is a desert out here, it is a beach out here, so you're going to need some layering because we can drop down significantly at night. So that is my major California tip to you, is dress in layers. And also dress in colors that coordinate. You could obviously utilize this red sweater again for something else. It matches her headband. You could obviously utilize this shirt in a more dressy way as well because it is off the shoulder. So there's a lot of things that you can do. Just make sure your pieces mix and match so you're carrying less luggage. So that concludes my outfit of the day. My tips on how to dress for California weather, just really quick, simple, and fun. And I hope it helps you out. I'll see you guys next time.